Hello world, welcome back to my channel. My name's Paul. Here we are at the Rumah Kito Resort in Jambi, Sumatra. You would have seen in the last couple of videos I got my visa extension, so now I've got another 6 weeks in Indonesia before I have to be in Timor-Leste, and we've got about 15 hours before we get to the Java Ferry, so maybe that's 3 or 4 days riding. We'll see how I feel, but for now I'm just going to get on the road, get some of that 15 hours done. And I'm hoping I've sorted this audio problem. If you're seeing this, then I have. If you're not seeing it, then I haven't. I've been watching this up ahead thinking, oh my god, I'm riding into rain, but I'm pretty sure it's smoke. It must be smoke from cooking fires, I hope. It's too wet to be bushfires, wrong season. Didn't take long for the rain to start. I'm going to pull up at the next Indomart or Alpha Mart, take helmet cam off because I don't want to lose audio again. I'm pretty sure that's what it was, that it got so wet that day in the floods. Isn't it weird how music and flavours and things bring such strong memories? Back in the 80s in Northern Territory, sarsaparilla or root beer, very popular drink. And I just got one here, no soda water or anything. I thought I'd see what this root beer was like. Instant memories of Darwin. Like, I can see myself walking down the main street towards Mindle Beach. It looks like this rain's settled in, so I've got no choice but to head off. But I've taken off helmet cam, guys, so there'll be no more helmet cam for at least till the sun comes out. But as soon as I can, I'll pull over and put it back on. Helmet cam is back, people. Now I just have to wait for this long line of trucks so I can go. Oh guys, it was only a little bit of rain this morning, so it wasn't as bad as I thought it was going to be. And it's been about an hour and a half maybe since I took helmet cam off. Job enough itself driving a road train in Australia, guys. This semi-trailer in Australia, but driving a big thing here through all this traffic. I take my hat off to these guys. I just got cash out, pay for a hotel. Now it's still pretty early, it's only about 12 o'clock, but the rains, like the big rains, start maybe 1 or 2 in the afternoon. So I'm gonna find a hotel like within the next hour or so. I'm in no hurry, and if I have to ride in the rain, I have to ride in the rain. That's just life. But if I can find something in the next hour, I am gonna stop. Well, I jinxed myself, guys. I just maybe half an hour after that last thing talking about the rain, and it started raining. And we're all ready to go. Today we're going to Palembang. About a 4-hour ride. We stayed here last night. This is the Green Hotel. I don't know the name of the town. It was just starting to get wet. It was only about 1 o'clock yesterday afternoon. But this is about halfway. We've got about 3.5 hours Google Maps to go to get to Palembang. And we've got about another 8 hours after that to get to the ferry. So we're about 3 days away from the ferry. Like I just said, we've got about another 3 days to the ferry. I might stay 2 nights in Palembang. We'll just see what's there worth videoing, but I think it's a pretty major city, so let's head there. Nice early start, had a good breakfast back at that hotel. Just nasi goreng, which is kind of the standard, but no, it was yummy. Yummy. First fuel for the day. Just had a 3-in-1 coffee. I really like them, actually. My sister Catherine, I don't speak about her much. She thinks I'm a troglodyte, was the word she used, I'm pretty sure. because sometimes I prefer instant coffee to a lot of brewed coffee. Yeah, those 3-in-1s, yummy. For me it's the taste of Philippines, along with vinegary sauces remind me of Philippines, but that 3-in-1 takes me back. And 3-in-1, for those who don't know, is coffee, milk and sugar, powdered milk and sugar, all in the one little pouch, in a cloud of black exhaust from this diesel up in front of me. It stinks. Watch when we go up this hill when he's got a bit of pressure on the motor. There it goes. I'm going to get past him as soon as I can. They're written on road signs a lot, Hati Hati, H-A-T-I, H-A-T-I, and I was always wondered what it meant. But when I was in Jambi, a lot of people would say it to me as they were leaving, oh, Hati Hati, and I started thinking it was like a term of like good luck or travel well or something. It means be careful. So there must be a bit of crime in Jambi. I know there's a bit in Medan. It's well known for its crime to tourists and locals, but this whole island must have that element about it. But guys, I haven't seen it anywhere. I haven't felt uncomfortable even once. This is something I haven't talked much about on the channel, but almost to the day, 21 years ago I gave up alcohol. About 20 years ago I gave up tobacco, and about 17 years ago I gave up all drugs. Once I made the decision it was very easy. I don't miss any of it at all. But I've just been riding on this road and now it's a nice clear road, but it's these big grooves in the road. It reminded me when I was about 16, maybe 17, we were riding up Hay Street, St George's Terrace in Perth, which is the main street through the city of Perth. And the road was like that. You know, these big grooves from the trucks driving through it for years. And I threw up in a full face helmet on heroin. And I couldn't get out of the groove to pull over, so I was riding with, my eyes were stinging, there was spew all running down the front of my shirt. That was a very different life, guys, and it's not a good life. Like, you know, my friend Mark's just passed away from stomach cancer. That was from years of alcohol abuse. Another friend of mine, I won't say the name because I don't have permission from the family, but yeah, he passed away from years of amphetamine abuse. His body just fell apart. My best mate from grade 2 in primary school till we were about 21, 22 when we parted company, decided we had different goals in life. His goal was to use a lot of heroin, mine was to travel. But yeah, he spent over 20 years, in the last 35 years, he spent over 20 of that in West Australian prisons, all heroin related. And I've spent that time actually on the bitumen, travelling. It was a bit sad. I saw him on a train, sorry. Actually, this is a bit of a coincidence story I'll tell you while we're riding along. I saw him on a train and I hadn't seen him in 20 years, so I went up. Is your name Dean? He said, yeah, Paul, my name's Dean. He said, I recognised you as soon as you got on the train. I said, well, why didn't you say hello? He said, oh, I wasn't sure you wanted to speak to me. Yeah. That's when he told me, at that stage, he'd done about 18 years in prison. And it broke my heart, because I'd spent that 18 years on the road, about as free as you could possibly get. And he was the exact opposite. And he was talking about things we'd done when we were kids that I had no memory of whatsoever, because that was a different life to me. But he's had so many like pauses in his life But yeah, they were the main things for him. It was very, very sad. And the reason I said this was a bit of a story is I went back to his place, did a big lot of heroin. And first time I'd done heroin for a long time. Marijuana and alcohol were my drugs of choice, but I did other things when they were around, but really my drugs of choice were marijuana and alcohol. I did a lot of amphetamines, a lot of heroin, but it was, yeah, alcohol and marijuana were my daily things. But yeah, so I did a big mob of heroin with him. I was getting a bus home from his house, and someone came up to me and said, "Oh, Paul," he said, "Oh, it's blah blah blah." I said, "Oh," and I couldn't see, guys. Well, I could see, but my eyes were all blurry, pinned, and I hadn't. And it turned out this was the guy that I was talking about had died from amphetamine abuse, and I hadn't seen him for 20 years. He said, "Oh, Paul, come with me." So I ended up going from about as low as you could get on heroin to about as high as you could get on amphetamines. All in that same day. Yeah, guys, the drugs. Of the group of guys I went to school with, this doesn't include people I've met since school, but the group of guys I went to school with, a couple of them are dead. Maybe 3 of them are dead. One's a career criminal that spent most of his life in jail. A lot of amphetamine addicts, a lot of junkies, a shitload of alcoholics. Yeah, guys, when you're young and doing these things, you think it's not hurting you, but just wait till you're my age, like Mark. It just melted his insides. It melted his insides, so his stomach fell apart. And the guy on amphetamines, his brain was messed. Like, yeah, guys, don't do drugs. Back in '95, the lady I was with at the time, who's now dead as well, but we were living in Bunbury. We were driving up to Perth one weekend, and my little sister was living in Waroona. And if you go up the coast road, it's about a 50k round trip to go and visit her off the highway. So we were driving along, we thought, screw it, let's go and see her. So we turned up there, and she was on her first amphetamine binge. I just happened to be hungover from amphetamines, so I hadn't seen her for a while. I didn't want to do the big brother thing and say blah 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 blah, but I wanted to tell her there's a difference between a binge and a habit. You know, you can have a bit of fun with drugs, but when it becomes a habit, it's no fun anymore. But I didn't say anything. I didn't want to be the piss her off. A week later she was dead. She was in a car accident. She was driving, chasing drugs, driving too fast. Don't do drugs, guys. Well, we're in Palembang. My butt's hurting, guys, because it's more than, if you sit on one speed, your butt doesn't hurt that much, but it's the rolling backwards and forwards on the seat as you're stopping and going in this traffic. So really, I've only done about 4 hours this morning. Maybe not even that, maybe about 3 hours. And I'm sore, very, very sore. Well, it's 11 o'clock, I've arrived. They're trying to tell me it's 2 o'clock check-in. I'm saying no, it's not good enough, guys. So they're trying to find me a room now. Oh, I just want to get my gear off, maybe have another cup of coffee, and get ready to explore this town. And I should have plenty of footage to make a video. So if you haven't subscribed yet, guys, hit that Mad Dog icon up there or the subscribe button down below. May as well hit that bell icon while you're down there. I always try and respond to your comments, so leave a comment, give me a big thumbs up, share this video everywhere you can. We'll see you in the next one.